Chapter 11. Broken China. He couldn't run fast enough. His chest was burning, his heart hammering cripplingly. It was like one of those dreams where you were running but barely moving. The fear beat against his ears and eyelids. Oh God, oh God, oh God, please. He knew he wasn't in time. The screen door hung askew on its hinges. There was a hole right through the mesh. Oh God, please. He was begging now. It was too quiet inside. He pushed inside through the broken door. Annie's fine china cabinet lay on the floor on its face. The floor was littered with broken shards. Among those shards lay Annie like a carelessly dropped doll. Her hair had come loose and lay dark and beautiful around her. Her face looked like she was sleeping, and her neck was at an impossible angle. There was very little blood, just a trickle from the corner of her mouth. His fingers were wet. He looked at it. It was blood. He didn't realize he had actually touched her. He sat on his heels and knees among the broken china for a minute, or a year. He didn't know, and it didn't matter. Then he heard a sound in the bedroom. The house wasn't empty. He stood up. It was his father who stepped into the door, swaying, a packed bag in his hand, a rifle slung over his shoulder. The very thing that Danny had been trying to contain rose within him, slowly, hotly, and burst. He stepped forward, fist clenched, and swung. As the shock traveled through his body, the boiling thing inside turned to nausea. Archie staggered and fell. The rifle clattered on the floor, the bag rolled, and clothes, ammunition, and banknotes spilled out. He got up, fists clenched. Danny shook where he stood, and spots swam in front of his eyes. He groaned as he breathed. There were many things he wanted to say. You killed her. I wish you died in the war. I wish you never laid eyes on her. I wish I was never made, never born. He said none of them. They had no point. He had no time. He never saw it coming. The universe and sight exploded. He tasted blood and knew distinctly he had bitten right through the corner of his tongue, and he was skidding through the broken china on the floor. He hit the table leg with his back and shoulder. Sight came back slowly and sickly, and he had time to see before the first kick hit him in the ribs. Then it rained down on him. He saw white light explode in front of his eyes. Pain was red hot through him. This is the way I die, then. Some mixture of adrenaline and sense of survival managed a superhuman effort. He desperately got hold of a chair and swung it across Archie's shins. The big man stumbled back, clutching, swearing. Danny scrambled up. He couldn't stand up straight. Something stabbed in the right side of his chest. Archie walked in with a blind black look in his eyes. Danny desperately retreated. He couldn't breathe. Black wheels spun in front of him. He hurled the chair, stopped Archie for a second, but it was too little, didn't give him more than a few seconds. His father picked up the chair, and Danny was slow, dumbed down by the crippling pain in his side. There was white-hot pain and splinters and shards of china in his palms and knees. This is the way that I die. Please, God. Then he heard Archie slip and fall heavily. Blood ran thickly from his forehead into his eyes. He couldn't see what was happening, but he knew he had brief seconds to get up before Archie did. He crawled up painfully, wiped the blood from his eyes with his forearm. This time he saw it coming, and though the blow half stunned him and threw him clean across the table, he could half tuck and roll with it. The pain in his ribs stabbed, but he knew he had to get up and regain his balance. Mom, I won't die here. His vision cleared up, fragmented and too bright. Time slowed down. His heart sped up, and he could hear his own heartbeat thunder in his ears. Archie stepped around the table, staggered a bit. He was terrifying even when drunk. Danny stepped back. Archie stepped forward. Danny thought his ears would explode from the humming in his head. Danny swung with everything he had. He had to stop him. He had to stop him now, or he would never have the chance again.